As a villager main, I am very excited to see Isabelle in Super Smash Bros Ultimate because variety is always a good thing. Villager is the only character like Villager in Super Smash Bros. That's kind of why I picked him up. I play Double Team in Pokemon, I play all kind of odd sets, so his campy, frustrating playstyle is right up my alley, you know? People look at this character, don't really think too much of him, but then you have like Gravity Bowling Ball, you have some really free gimps, and also an early KO tree that acts. It's like his whole playstyle doesn't make sense, but it just ends up in some fun KOs while frustrating the opponent. But the thing about Isabelle is even if you watch the trailer, it might seem like she's an Echo Fighter because there's a lot of very similar stuff, but she isn't. Number 68, she is her own character because in Echo Fighter, it would show the little Echo symbol, but it doesn't. So that means we're in like new territory, and that's why I have the Villager cam right over here. So I'm just chilling in Super Smash Bros right now. I want to compare some of the moveset because I feel like, you know, there's a lot of similarities here, and I want to kind of compare and contrast to how I feel about my Villager, since Villager is my main. But let's go through and watch the direct. Now, I already have it on half speed, because everything goes by so quick on these trailers. But let's go and see how it plays out. Now, first off, the exit. I love just the intro into that. But already, Pot, very similar to Villager right there. The down smash. That, I was like, oh, what's that? Is that like a B down, like watering thing? No, it's going to be the down smash right there. So also trying to identify what these moves are going to be. Forward smash, that could hurt. That looks like it has some damage. We got a command grab on the B side, and like, look how much fun Isabelle's having. Like, what a sweet character. This is gonna be amazing. And then we have that just looks like the neutral air. Again, very similar to Villager's neutral air. The Lloyd rocket. When I first saw this in the trailer, I was kind of turned off from Isabelle because the tree is one of my favorite things. But now I'm wondering like what that means. You know, this might be one of like the most pivotal things to me. That's a part of a kit that is absolutely nutty if you could just make it to where people can't dash, but then at the same time it goes away almost instantly. Like that'd be really cool if it could linger for a few seconds, or if you had to like knock it out of the way or something, you could stop dashes. I don't know what Isabelle's up to on that one, but also we can go and check out this other trailer. So we have like the Super Smash Bros Ultimate highlight trailer, and this gives us a little bit more information, shows us a few more moves and how she works. So I mean, look at this combo right here. Like, already just giving us a combo that actually seems pretty cool. So you auto-cancel the Nair into an up tilt into a forward smash. That fishing rod is going to be pretty filthy. And then we get to see more from the Lloyd. So I wonder how that's going to work. Her grab is pretty much the same. She still has pocket. What? Okay. Yeah, she's close to an Echo Fighter, but still brings a couple of unique things to the table. And then I think it's just the smash. And then we go into the end of this. So, fun character. Like, as someone that mains Villager, I see some potential. I feel like some cool things are going to happen here. So the Pot, it looks like the Pot kind of just, I don't know, it seems about the same. Maybe it doesn't go out as far compared to the Villager because it doesn't look like it gets a lot of distance. So looking at the Pot, I feel like it's actually gonna be a little bit shorter range and maybe more damage because that looks like a big ceramic pot. I mean, the dash on Villager is pretty cool because it gives you a little bit of a good zoning option, and also you can just kind of send projectiles people's way while you're doing all this other stuff with Villager. So that's a thing right there. However, if we go and check out the rest of this, I do like her other bits of playstyle. Like the down smash, it's very similar to Villager's down smash as well because you walk up and then you do, you know, left and right. That seems faster though, because like the one thing I don't like about Villagers is it does leave you very open. The down smash doesn't have a lot behind it, but also Isabelle's down smash doesn't look like it does an absurd amount of damage or have an absurd amount of knockback. So yeah, the Pot, I think it just kind of like stops her a lot colder. I mean, that's all right. Don't really use, you know, actually, that's going to be different because, you know, if you do get lucky enough to land your down smash with Villager at higher percent, that's a free KO conversion into a forward smash. We might also have to change the playstyle, which could lead to some different options. That just looks like it's going to hurt. Like, I hope that's not going to be as powerful as Bowling Ball, but I hope that gives us good KO potential. And then the Fishing Rod. Keep an eye on the Fishing Rod as we go into Lloyd, because that's why I feel like it's going to be very important on the Isabelle. So, there's the neutral. I mean, this feels exactly like what Villager does, you know. With Villager, you just kind of have your neutral air, which is a get off me kind of move. Good priority. Like, a lot of people really enjoy the neutral air. It comes out fast, has a really good hitbox and stuff. I think it's effectively going to be the same on the Isabelle. Maybe a bit more horizontal, which would actually be really good because if someone's trying to come in on you for some aerial attacks or something or really get in your face, Villager, he has good keep away options, but he doesn't have the best like keep off me options. You know, that's when you just have to tag them really quick on on a forward air, or just make sure you can try to land something to piece them out. But if someone is really in your face, it's going to be hard to keep them away. So with what we see from Isabelle, if that actually, it auto cancels really well, it has a lot of speed to it, if that actually gives a bit more range than Villager, that's going to be filthy. And then the Lloyd. Now, with the Lloyd rocket, I've been seeing a couple people kind of speculate that it looks like a mine because of what happens with Toon Link right here. I don't think it automatically activates. I feel like it's going to be very similar to Villager's tree in that it's going to be multi-part. You know, the first one, you plant it, and then you activate your B down again to use it. Now, Villager's is 3 stages. This one only seems 2 stages. And again, I don't know if I like this or not. Because when I first saw this, it didn't seem very reliable. However, if that has a lot of damage, like depending on where that trajectory goes, that should be a pretty good KO. Like, I feel like it's going to maybe push, like if that's a 70% KO or something, if they actually get baited into the trap, or you can just frustratingly get that to happen. Because one of my favorite things about Villager is that you can cheese some very early KOs with the tree by just kind of setting up, you know, the tree growing up. That's already a lot of damage. It catches a lot of people off guard. And then if someone just happens to go into the tree, doesn't happen all the time, but you can still bait your opponent out of frustration. You know, you lay it, you put down 1 hit. It's really good for edge guarding because then you just kind of create a tree trap right there. But if they're trying to go in, you know, you're throwing all kinds of things around them, you're still playing away, and then you just kind of do a turnaround reverse axe. Yeah, sometimes people just fall into that. Or they're trying to set up a dash, you know, they try to like dash through your tree and get attacks through the tree, and then they end up getting hit by it. So I mean, you can cheese some KOs right there, but also the tree does give you that little wood. So if you can actually throw the branch at people, I like that because you use the dash, you hit them with the dash, you pick up the wood, you throw the wood again, and then you can just kind of combo into all kinds of things. So Villager just keeps throwing a lot of junk your way, and the removal of Lloyd, it makes me upset that you kind of don't get to have as much junk, but at the same time, what I really like about it is it's only 2-step activation. So let's just say, I should have just done it in front of it. But yeah, let's just say it's that. And then if you can activate it anywhere, like if I can plant the tree down here and then run over here and then just kind of like wait for someone to come up and then use that, that's going to be amazing because that's a really good anti-air coverage. So that means I could just like throw a smash under this or my fishing rod. So my idea of what's going to happen here is like you plant that, you go away, and then you can use your fishing rod, which, you know, we don't have that. And that's another thing, like, Lloyd is a good recovery option that Villager has, and also cancels your momentum. So sometimes if you would be smashed in, like, any other situation, you're going to stop your momentum and then get back on. So I don't think, like, I wonder how they're going to compensate. That's really my big thing, because Isabelle doesn't look like she has as much garbage, and she also doesn't look like she has as much safety as the Villager. I'm wondering if that gets returned in damage, because, I mean, what I see happening is they go into the Lloyd, so Lloyd grows up, you B-side them, you fishing pole them, you throw them up into the Lloyd, and then that has to be like a combo. That has to be like a 60% kill if done properly, and I don't think they're going to give that to Isabelle for too free. So I'm just going off because, like, when the tree grows up, it does damage. So I'm guessing it's going to be similar damage to that with the Lloyd, and maybe even knock up if it makes it all the way to the top or something. Maybe you can, like, DI out of it or something. Like, this is the biggest point for me because I love the axe. You just run up, you axe people, and then they get KO'd at stupid low percentage. Also, Twirly Stick, that has good KO potential. So there's that. You also have this pull, which actually ends up being KO potential. But if we do something like this, even though that pushes them away. So yeah, you don't really use the water bucket too much, like move people around and stuff. But I'm just kind of like figuring out what's the difference between the tree damage and then tree falling damage and knockback. But if you can combo that, like I feel if you plant the Lloyd and then that's the line. And it's like, okay, so I'm just going to plant the Lloyd here and I'm going to spam aerials around this area. Like this becomes your zone. And I think it can give you an incredible neutral game because Villager's tree doesn't really give you a good neutral. It blocks your attacks and then they kind of have to move through you. And it doesn't work with your slingshot because to shoot over the tree, you have to shoot over the people as well and they can just kind of dash through it. Or generally what people do is they run through your tree and they just grab you while you're camping behind it. And then it takes a while to, you know, hit it, and then you're like, okay, they're not going to come your way, but then they're just going to find a way to break through your tree defense. So that seems like it's going to be a harder defense to break on Isabelle, because again, if your Lloyd's covering all the way up here, and then you're throwing the fishing rod out here, and then you're covering a neutral in this corner, like, you have free. You just have free right there. It's going to be awesome. So that's one thing that excites me about Isabelle. But I mean, that's everything. There's her B up. It also doesn't look as good as Villager, so I mean, what's that? Where does that come into play? Neutral B is pocket, which she still has, which is great. B down, that's going to be Lloyd. B side is fishing pole. B up, that's going to be your recovery. So now I want to be objective about this up smash. So I went to the Super Smash Bros. Wiki to kind of confirm what's going on right here. Her up smash erects a stop sign in front of her. So that's her up smash. Okay, I'm gonna try to like keep this as, you know, unbiased as possible, because what I really want and what I think everyone really wants to see is like that cancels dashes. I think that would have maybe been a more interesting beat down or something, because like if you could just place that there for a few seconds and it creates a little zone where no one could dash in. That is an interaction that probably needs to be in Smash on some kind of character, but is that what her up smash actually does? Does her up smash create that secondary effect? Because now that I'm watching this again, it's hard to kind of slow down and see, because like she's pulling out the whistle. So, you know, depending on like what that timing is, how is the game going to interact? Is it like the second you press it? So even as we're going into the windup, you know, this dog's trying to cross the street, so Sonic needs to stop for her way. And then when we see it, you know, it actually comes up from the ground. So that makes sense as an up smash. And it puts it in a really weird position, because not a lot of up smashes actually come from this angle, you know, where it's like you're behind the up smash and then there's it's only happening in front of you in the direction that you're facing. You know, there's some up smashes that have a really good arc to them. There's some that just kind of like surround the area around you. But also, if like Sonic's running like that, it doesn't even have that big of a hitbox. Like, that is small. So I'm wondering if that's going to be like growing up tree damage, you know, like if the tree is popping up and you're just doing tons of damage with that. It might have like very high KO potential but be hard to land, or maybe that's just how weird Isabelle is, because it would make so much sense for her character to just be like, no, just like I would put down a stop sign, just like, no, stop, cease at what you're doing. Like, that would be so cute and awesome. But I mean, we're gonna see how this works, and then like it doesn't really seem like anything happens. So yeah, it's not a taunt, which is what a lot of people were thinking. That's gonna be really weird to see. And then like, yeah, like all the promotional stuff, hey, there's a car here, and you know, they're getting it all set up to make it look like it's stopping things, but is it really though? That's kind of the big question. I think that's really one of the only mysteries about what's going on with Isabelle right here. She might have more control, but I don't know if she's going to have like damage and stuff to back it up. The party popper looks pretty good. Her up tilt looks really good. I like a lot of what she's doing right here. And is her grab faster than Villagers? Nah, it still seems as slow. Like, that's one thing I just that kills me about Villagers. The grab is terrible. Like, Villagers grab loses out to, I think, every other grab. I haven't done the exact frame data references and stuff like that. But I mean, like, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna run up and grab someone. In that time where you're winding up, they can see you running up, winding up, and if you're something like Captain Falcon or just any standard grab champion, you just grab them. You get to grab people out of the grab, and that's not as great. So you also can't use it to break shields, because as someone's shielding, if you're winding up the grab, they can just jab you out of it. So there's a lot of silly stuff going on. It should be as strong as Villagers though. That back throw does have some good KO potential. I wonder if Isabelle's going to be as gimpy, you know, because you can just kind of land some good gimps with Isabelle. That works out pretty well. But, I mean, I like this. Like, she has combos. It's about if she has damage and knockback, because, you know, she's just a little girl dog. Is she going to be able to like just wreck people? But I mean, that throw seems like it's pretty good. Like, if there's something stupid where that KO is at like 100% or 90% or something, like you just hook them and then you got a nest back throw on a B side that's better than your net grab with longer range. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Or if you can just throw them up into something. So I feel like she's going to be like Lloyd combo potential, really heavy with that rocket. Maybe Party Popper works. It seems alright, and it seems a bit more, like, it seems faster than the bowling ball. So I'm used to the Villager bowling ball speed, and that still gets some good KOs, that's good. We still don't know about her down tilt and stuff, but her up tilt just seems like, you know, your standard wave up move into some kind of combo. So actually, that seems pretty sick. So what you want to do is if you can catch them on a neutral, like this is going to be like 0% shenanigans, I'm guessing. You catch them on a neutral, auto-cancel that into it, and then you smash, and that's like a free 30% hopefully, 28%. And then the next time you catch them in that up tilt, then you go into a neutral air combo, you use your forward air, and you do some stuff like that, and that's going to be pretty good. Look at some of the other stuff. There's actually like more that we have about Isabelle, which I think is pretty nifty. So yeah, I didn't know Isabelle had her own verified Twitter account that has 193,000 followers. So yeah, we get to see the Lloyd, get to see all that, pocket, forward tilt, and party popper. So, I mean, it does things. It hurts. I mean, see, there's like that smash symbol that you get whenever an attack goes through. And also, there's a Japanese Isabelle one as well with some different stuff. So we see her using the bucket. Pretty cute stuff. Yeah, and then throwing out the hook. So I like this. This is nice. So yeah, that's Isabelle and how I feel about her as a Villager main. It's going to be different. I feel like there's a lot of things that Villager has that actually promotes bad playstyle. Like, I use Lloyd way too often. I'm too reliant on a couple of things that just kind of exist in Villager's kit because they're fun to use. So maybe Isabelle might actually be the more serious fighter, depending on, like, how much Villager is nerfed or buffed or whatever, how different the playstyle ends up being or something. Because I feel like Villager was really strong in the beginning, and that's why I took a shine to him, because no one really understood what he did, like, what he did, how he works, and stuff like that. But then as more tech and, like, people got to understand Smash 4 better and all these, like, campy, gimmicky playstyles happened, Villager kind of dropped off. Because the thing is, like, shielding. All you have to do is shield and you beat Villager. Like, you could shield Lloyd Rockets all day long. You could shield my forward air all day long. My grab is too slow to actually break you out of your shield or anything. If I want to, like, try to hit you with attacks, you know, this doesn't pierce through the shield as much as it should and get through any of that. So I feel like, you know, if you just walk away and, like, you just deal with Villager's barrage of hate, you don't have to worry about it. So it's really hard to kind of do things on Villager sometimes. Maybe Isabelle will kind of cure that, but Villager will have more power loaded into him, or Isabelle's going to make up for it in other ways. I'm not really sure. We also haven't seen her forward air, I believe. So that's going to, like, is she going to have as much campy hate, or is it just going to be like if Villager wasn't reliant on 20 different projectiles? So yeah, I really feel like Lloyd into B-side is going to be pretty powerful. And then that combo that we saw, like, if that ends up being real to where you just do something like that, and then she does it faster, you know, she's a faster Villager with less damage and maybe a better neutral air, I'm okay with that. And I think that's gonna be cool. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.